in case of second language acquisition, that is the theory, that is universal grammar, and that theory was proposed by Noam Chomsky, and he is a legend in case of linguistics. Okay, so what is the term mean? Universal grammar is usually defined as the system of categories. System of categories, that means interrogatives, negatives, singular, plural, definite, indefinite. System of categories, mechanisms and constraint. Mechanism, that means the present tense, past tense, future tense, singular, plural, female, male. These are the mechanisms. So system of categories, systems of mechanism and constraints. Constraints means principles and characteristics shared by all human languages and considered to be innate. That is the idea of universal. Universal means universal truth. There is a term that is universal truth. What is the definite example of universal truth? That is, sun rises in the west and sets in the east, isn't it? No. The sun rises in the east, and so anybody can deny that. That is universal truth. In the same way, that is universal grammar. Universal grammar is not that every sentence, every languages will have grammars. Actually, the definition of UZ is a system of categories, the system of component and system of mechanism that is common in all human languages. That is called UZ or universal grammar. Okay, so that is proposed by, and its aims to solve the logical problem in language acquisition. What is the necessity of UZ or universal grammars? Actually, if you understand that there are some common components of every human language, then you will be inspired, just like Dr. Muhammad Shaidullah. You learn certain languages. In the same way, if a second language or third language learner becomes confident that there is a coherent linkage among languages, then he or she will be inspired to learn second language or to acquire second language. So the idea of UZ, it aims to solve the logical problem in language acquisition. Okay, and also universal grammars. That is the background. In 1960, linguists became interested in the new theory about grammar or the laws of the language. That theory was popularized by American linguist Noam Chomsky, and at the time, Noam Chomsky proposed this idea of UZ and LAD after behaviorist psychology. Actually, 1960 decades কি ঘটেছিল? এই সময় আসলে সমস্ত দেশগুলো হচ্ছে স্বাধীনতা লাভ করলো. There was no country that was dominated by the colonized country, and for this reason there was many popularization bulk number of people. ইউরোপের প্রত্যেকটি দেশ স্বাধীনতা লাভ করলো, এশিয়া আফ্রিকার প্রত্যেকটা দেশ স্বাধীনতা লাভ করলো. সো তখন কি বাল্ক অফ নাম্বারস দে স্টার্টেড টু মুভ ফ্রম ওয়ান কান্ট্রি টু অ্যানাদার. ওকে, প্রত্যেক ইউরোপের প্রত্যেক দেশের মানুষ এক দেশ থেকে আরেক দেশে যেতে শুরু করলো. এশিয়া আফ্রিকার মানুষরা এক দেশ থেকে আরেক দেশে যাওয়া শুরু করলো. অ্যাট দ্যাট টাইম ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ লার্নার্স, ভাষা শেখাতে হবে কাকে? সন্তানদের না, তাদেরকে শেখাতে হবে অ্যাডাল্টদের. তখন সেটা নেসেসিটি তৈরি হলো. অ্যান্ড অ্যাট দ্যাট টাইম মেনি পিপল had been thinking that there should be a new approach or method in language teaching. প্রত্যেকটা হন্যে হয়ে খুঁজছিল যে আসলে আমাদের কি একটা ভাষা শেখার নতুন অ্যাপ্রোচ বা মেথড আসা দরকার. সেই সময় বিহেভিয়ারিস্ট সাইকোলজিস্ট একটা থিওরি আসলো, যেটা হলো হ্যাবট প্যাটার্ন. ওকে, জ পিয়াজে ওয়াটসন অ্যান্ড পেভলভের মতো আইডিয়া, তারা বিহেভিয়ারিস্ট সাইকোলজিস্ট নিয়ে আসলো. অ্যান্ড তারপর পরেই নিয়ে আসলেন কি এই নম চমস্কি. হি গেভ দ্য আইডিয়া অফ UZ and LAD. That means Noam Chomsky was bound to prescribe this theory for the initiative taken by the language learners and the linguists. That is universal grammar. In 1965, American linguist Noam Chomsky offered a response to behaviorist thinking at that time, and he proposed a theory known as universal grammar, a nativist approach or the linguistic development. So, nativist approach we have consulted, isn't it? আমরা এটা নিয়ে কথা বলেছি, nativist theory. And nativist theory was the idea of Noam Chomsky, and that was totally opposite to behaviorist theory of Pavlov and Watson and Skinner. Okay, and in this nativist theory, these two components are important. That is UG and LAD. That is, language learning phenomena is not a habit formation. It is the contribution of our innate capability. What is the innate capability? That is, the innate capability is LAD. And another component, that is UG. So another is structural pattern, that is universal grammar, and another other things, that is the humanistic pattern. So Chomsky is based on the theory, on the idea that all languages contain similar structure and roles. What we have watched in our video clip, that in every language there will have similar structure, that is subject, verb, object, but that is the functional words. Functional word, function, and non-functional word. There is a pen on the table. On the table, what is the meaning of on? On there is a pen. Pen is a noun. Table is a noun. But there are some non-functional words. They go verb, noun, adjective, adverb. These are the functional words. So, in the same way, there are some other relatives. Related component of every human language, and so every human languages contains similar structure and similar roles. Roles will be the universal grammar. Similar structure, that means the subject, verb, object, adverb, and others. Okay, so that we see in every human languages, and seems to indicate that we are born. এটা আসলে ইন্ডিকেট করে না। প্রত্যেক ভাষার মধ্যে সিমিলারিটি থাকলেই যে আমাদের ভাষার মধ্যে একটা কিছু আছে, আমরা এটা নিয়ে জন্মগ্রহণ করেছি, এটা ইন্ডিকেট করে না, বাট এটা আসলে কেউ বিরোধিতাও করে না। হ্যাভিং দ্য সিমিলার কম্পোনেন্ট ইন এভরি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ, Noam Chomsky prescribed that we are born wired with the basics already present in our brain. Okay, that is LED. So UG is a theoretical concept proposed by Noam Chomsky, not without criticism or controversy from scholars in the scientific community. Okay, of course, everything is within the criticism. So there will be the criticism, that is the universal grammar. So this theory proposing that human possesses innate faculties related to the acquisition of learning. So UG, that is the same languages are common, and also another thing UG suggests, that is that human brain contains the innate capability of learning language. That is innate. That means we have got it from our birth, and that is called UG. The definition of universal grammar has evolved considerably since the first it was postulated, and moreover since the 1940s, when it became a specific object of modern linguistic research. So it is associated with the work of generative grammar, and it is based on the idea that certain aspects of syntactic structure are universal. Okay, so universal. So it contains a set of atomic grammatical categories and relations that are building blocks of a particular grammars of the human languages, and that is UG. Okay, so it must also contain rules that relate this abstract structure to certain presentations of sounds and meaning presented. So this certain structure, the universal structure, not will only be applied for the grammatical rules, so it will also be applied for sound, that means the pronunciation and meaning as well. So with that things, that is the UG proposed by Noam Chomsky. So Noam Chomsky's conception of structure, linguistic structure, that marked the origin of modern syntactic theory of Lancelot and Arnold's 1660 Port Royal Grammar, Grammary Generative, which postulated a link between natural order of thoughts and the original of words. So UG, that is the concept proposed by Noam Chomsky. According to Noam Chomsky, that in all human languages there are some common patterns. that is interrogatives, negatives, affirmatives, and gender, singular and plural. Apart from that, in all human beings' brain are pre-wired for learning that language. That is the LAD. So UG, it means that every languages will have some similar component, constraints or grammatical rules, and another thing is that every human language is pre-wired to learn that language system. What is the language system? That is the UG, that is the universal grammar, and that is the definition, scope and criticism of universal grammar proposed by American linguist Noam Chomsky. Okay, so thank you very much.